Hi, this is Jim Rakshas from The Typical Shooter. Today we're going to run through the Lee Load-All shot shell reloader. A few things I've mentioned in the article. You've got a plastic base here. You've got a plastic upper for reloading, dropping, the lead, powder, crimping, etc. A plastic deprimer, plastic upper, shot this side, powder this side, metal construction here in the middle. On the posts that allows the upper to slide, the handle, and the side bars which allow the top to move up and down. You've got this metal resizer. I believe it comes in 20, 12, and 16 gauge options. This is 20 here. And then you've got your powder and shot bushings. They are plastic and preset. And I'm actually going to tell you here, and I mentioned in the article, I made one up specifically for loading 3/4 inch lead. And all I did there was I took plastic PVC, found one to slip inside the other, little cutting and sanding until I got the right depth to hold 3/4 ounces of lead. They do not offer 3/4 ounces. They go down to 7/8 is the lowest charge weight for lead that Lee produces. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a demo of reloading one 20 gauge shell. First, you want to grab your resizer. You're going to put your shell into that. And you're going to deprime and size that shell. The next step is to get your primer, put it into the little cavity here that holds it. And as I mentioned in the video, I did buy the automatic priming tray. It did not work well for me. I stopped using it altogether. I just dropped the primers in by hand. The second station is going to prime the shell and remove the sizer. Alright. The next step is powder. So as you can see, powder's over here, shot's over here. There's an arrow here that says slide this over to here for powder. And that is the next step of what we're going to do. Put it down, put in the powder, bring it back up, get your wad, put your wad in, and you don't want to compress the powder too much. I do it until it just sits on top, really no pressure at all. Slide the shot over, a little tap, make sure I got my shot in there. Now next is the pre-crimp. So you take this guy out, and I put it in my pre-crimp station right here. And I will apply a little bit of pressure to get that pre-crimp on there. And then lastly, we're going to do the final crimping stage. And what I found with 20 gauge, I have to hold it a couple seconds to make sure that crimp holds so I don't lose any of my, my shot. There you have it. That's your finished crimped shell. I found the crimping to be pretty much as good as in my MEC, which I use for 12 gauge. So again, there's the Lee Load-All. A good option for somebody who doesn't shoot a lot. It's not the fastest reloader in the world, but it certainly gets the job done and gets it done well with a low cost of entry.